Primary key, unique key, difference. Difference 1. Primary key. By default, primary key is clustered index. Unique key. By default, unique key is a non-clustered index. So this is the default table. Suppose we create a table. Suppose this is the default table or ordinary table without any keys. There is no primary key and there is no uh, unique key. This is the table, design of table. This is the design of table. Here there is no primary key, there is no unique key. Also, if we give here sp help, then there is no primary key and unique key here. This is the empty table. Means this is table without any key or any constraint. Here, for time saving purpose, we will attach primary key and unique key design time only. Note, for already created how to attach primary key and unique key, you can refer with our video copy data from existing table to a new table, part 2. Then note, all three parts are important. If possible, see all three parts. So now we can attach primary key with design. So drop the table first. Then here is the, you can execute here empid int primary key. Empid we have given primary key, and for here unique key. Suppose, so first point is what, by default primary key is cluster index and by default unique key is a non-cluster index. So first we will see what is happen here. Tables, dbo, then we can see here keys, constraints, columns. So here we can see our primary key and here primary key and unique key. So both the keys are present here. And if we see here with sp info, we can see here. So primary key employee, clustered, unique, primary key located on primary, then index description, then primary, this is unique key, non-clustered, unique. So cluster primary key is cluster unique and primary key, and here it is non-cluster, unique key is non-cluster unique key. Then here constraint type primary key clustered, then here constraint name and all the information. Then for unique key non-cluster, so here primary clustered and unique key non-cluster. So this is the difference. By default primary key is cluster index and by default unique key is by default unique key is a unique non-clustered index. Here primary key is cluster index and unique key is unique non-clustered index. Difference 2. Primary key. Each table can have only one primary key. Unique key. Each table can have more than one unique key. So in case of primary key, there each table can have only one primary key, and each table can have more than one unique key. So here it is one primary key and one unique key. Suppose we give here one primary key and here also one primary key, and try to execute this query. Compiled with errors. Query compiled with errors. We can get here query compiled with errors. So cannot add primary key constraint to table employee. Cannot add multiple primary key constraint to employee. Both times it is given error. So only one primary key allowed there for a table. More than one primary key uh, not allowed for any table. So if we give here unique, and here also one unique key. So here we can create. So here command completed successfully. We can see here. We can see here. Here we can see one primary key, two unique keys. So more than one unique key can be present in table. So if we see here, here primary key, index name cluster unique, non here unique, non cluster unique. So here unique, non cluster unique, then primary key and primary key constant unique UK employee, UK employee, UQ employee. So we can give more than one unique keys. There may be many unique keys. If we give here, so for instead of this primary key int unique, suppose we give here unique key, object name applying data. So if we so here also we can see three unique keys. Like this we can see any number of we can give any number of unique keys for a table. We can give any number of unique keys for a table. Keys, yeah, three unique. So this is the point. Each table can have only one primary key and each table can have more than one unique keys. Difference 3. Primary key can't accept or contain null value. Can't accept or contain null value. Unique key can accept or contain null value. Can accept or contain null value. So primary key can't accept null value and unique key can accept null value, but allow null value for one time only for a column, not allow many times. This is accepting null value but for only one time, not for many time. Here we have given three unique keys. So first we drop that table and we want primary key for EMP ID and email for we want unique ID for email. So we execute this. Here we can see here one EMP ID and unique for here. We are giving these keys, allotting these keys for this table for design time. if you want that how to alter the table and give the, so please refer video copy table from existing table to new table, second part. So here we have given, so we can see here sp help, see the employee, the structure. Here we can see our primary key, employee key. So for email we have given unique key, email, API ID. So now we can insert. So first we insert into EMP ID, first query insert into employee, EMP ID, EMP name, email, username, values, null, smith at the rate gmail.com, smith class, smith access. So this EMP ID we have given null here. So if we try to execute this, we get query compiled with errors, cannot insert the value null into column EMP ID table primary key debut employee column does not allow null, insert fails. So primary key does not allow any null value, not single null. Now we can give space here. So yeah, also anybody cannot give any EMP ID and give this blank, this will only, this value blank value, only space is the. So in this case query executed successfully, query executed successfully, this space, even this space, query executed successfully, select star from employee. You can see here EMP ID. So here is a space but integer, this is integer, so that space considered as a zero, as empty, it is considered as a zero, and primary key and zero is inserted here. So instead of space here zero is inserted, this space is considered as a zero and entered, but second time another zero cannot insert. So if we try to insert this record shown my, so another record, we try to insert another record with this space again. So this space consider as zero, so but zero is becomes duplicate now. So violation primary key consent, employee PM employee cannot insert duplicate key, now it is considered also zero two times, now it becomes zero again. So first zero inserted but at second time second zero not inserted. So we can see here we can see no, only one record. So this record with empty or without any AMP ID, it is not inserted this row. So now we insert into employee EMP ID, EMP name, email, username, values, null, gym at the rate gmail.com, gym access. So here we have given null, instead of that type null we have given null in the quotes. uh, Conversion failed when converting the varchar value null to data type int. Suppose by mistake anyone give any this kind of null for checking, in that case the null, this null is varchar, considered as varchar, so it is not converted into null. So fail and conversion of converting varchar value, fail when converting the varchar value null to data type int. So this is the value, this is varchar value. So if we give here also like this also, it is a varchar value, so it is considering varchar and cannot convert into int. Insert into employee emp name, email, username, value john@gmail.com, john access. Here we have uh, uh, make we have made a query where emp id is not there. We without emp id, or we try to insert the values. Here there is no emp id, and for emp id there is no value. So if we try to execute this kind of query without any endpoint, cannot insert the null value, cannot insert the null value null into column emp id table primary key. Column does not allow nulls, insert fails. So with this also insertion failed. Here only one record. So in this way there is primary key is not inserting null value. So unique key, for unique key we can insert, this is the record, insert into employee emp id, emp name, email, username, value 1, Smith, null, Smith access. Here for email we have given unique key for email column. So here we try to insert null value. What happened? In case of primary key, single null not allowed, but here it it is accepted one null value. And so if we execute here, this null is inserted into email. So one time only null is inserted. If we try to insert another record with null, insert into employee emp id, emp name, email, username, values to mic, null, and mic access username. So here null value, here there is null value. This is another record, and violation of unique key constraint. UQ employee cannot insert duplicate key. Now this null, it is not considering null, but it is the it is considered as a duplicate. Once it is considered null, this is that is single, and unique key does not allow your duplicate values. So here duplicate, it is not considering null, it is not thinking of null, it is thinking of duplicate, because there is first null and this is second null. So now it is only one value. For a single column there may be one record, only one record having null value for this column only. In primary key, null not allowed, but here allowed, and for second time it becomes duplicate, so not allowed. Null allowed, but only one time only. Uh, Second time it becomes duplicate, so null allowed. Null allowed, but only for one time only. In this way, first time allow null, but second time that null becomes duplicate, so not allowed. Insert into employee emp id, insert into employee emp id, emp name, email, username, values 3 shown. Here we have given a space instead of null, we have given a space. So this space is also entered here. In case of primary key there is space, so that space convert into 0. Now this space, select start from employee, this space is here, this is the space, or this space, this is the record and space. Now we try another record. Select insert into employee emp id, emp name, email, username, value for gym, here space, and then gym access. So here again here violation of uniquely constraint UQ employee cannot insert duplicate key in object. In this case, this is also not considered any space. It is considered as a duplicate value, and unique key not allow duplicate value. So this is not allowed, and so space, null and space, both things are allowed only one time in the in for a column of a table. So there may be only one record having null value or only one record having any space in case of unique key. And in primary key, there is no null, any not any single record having null value, and if there is a space, it is considered as zero. So zero having zero, there may be one record having zero only. So this is the we can see here only one record added with space only. Insert null and space in primary key insertion of no, but space inserted insert null and space one time only. And in primary key insertion of here unique key insertion insert null and space one time only. In primary key insertion of null no, but space is inserted zero one time only. If we try to execute this, insert into employee emp id emp name username value 5 john etc. Here we have not taken email column, and here for email column there is no value, and this is the query. We try to execute this query. Violation of unique key consent. You employee cannot insert duplicate key in object dbo employee. So because there is one null there is already, and here null is going because no value, so null is going through this record. So one null and another null, it is become duplicate, so it is not giving that message not allowing null, it is giving cannot insert duplicate key object. Delete from emp one row deleted, select star from emp. If we delete that record, now this record is added. The first record have null value, this record have null value. Unique key. So this record have null value, and we have deleted that record. We have deleted that record. We have deleted that record. Now this record inserted into the query. So this is the difference. This is the main difference. Primary key can't accept contain null value, and unique key accept or contain value. Difference 4. Primary key. The main purpose of primary key is to identify each and every record in the database. To identify each and every record in the database. The purpose of the purpose of unique key is to make sure that information in the column for each table or record is unique. So this is used for identify each and every record, and this is for each and table is unique. So make sure that information in that column for each table record is unique. Primary key is cluster index. Primary key is cluster index. So data sorted physically in ascending order. So we can see, because of cluster index, all the data sorted in ascending order, and all the data sorted in physically data sorted in ascending order. For update and delete purpose, data always delete by id, and id always store in primary key. So each record identify by id. So if we say update or delete, while updating record or deleting record, we use id. It is always safe to use id, or there may be problems. So and that id is always stored in primary key, always stored in primary key. So how id is important, that, and that is why primary key is important. So id is important and primary key is important. So refer video dml statements in sql. uh, then you can get idea how id makes difference. So primary key id is important, and because of that primary key is also important. So the main purpose of primary key is to identify each and every record in the database table, and this identification is always done by id. So primary key's purpose, this identification of every record is done by many times by id. So the main purpose of primary key is to identify each and every record in the database table. The main purpose of unique is to make sure that the information in the column for each table record is unique. So this is the unique. So here is the email column, and email for every person must be different. So always this column contains information must be different for every row, every record, and every row must be different, and must be different. There must be different email id for each record, and in this way different records must be there, or different information must be there, and unique information. So each row have unique, means this information must not be duplicate here. Mike is not must not be duplicate here. So in this way it must be unique. Unique key is mainly having to contain different information in a column for a specific column. Always it keeps different information in specific column and unique information for that column in a table. Example, emails must be unique for each employee or person. So in this way, this email must be different for each person or for each row, and it must be unique for that person only. Must not be duplicate. So this is the purpose of unique key. The unique key is to make sure that information of column each table record is unique. So this is the fourth point. Difference: primary key, unique key. By default, primary key is clustered index. By default, unique key is a unique non-cluster index. Each table can have only one primary key. Each table can have more than one or many primary unique key. Primary key can't accept contain null value. Unique key can accept contain null value, but allow null value for one time for only for a column, or not allow many times. The main purpose of primary key is to identify each and every record in the database table. The main purpose of a unique key is to make sure information in the column for each table record is unique. Thanks.